guys, welcome to yet another episode of A Dose of Zmats. And today I'm very excited because finally I have
I know.
myself, IB, joining
Yeah.
us. Yes, quick chat with him. So joining the conversation. IB, hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Z. Thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it, first
You're,
of all.
you're most welcome. It's a pleasure
Yeah,
show because I've always wanted to do this, and I'm glad that we're finally doing.
absolutely. And I look forward to us doing one in person too. So
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
this, yeah,
looking forward to
this
that.
this will not
Yeah,
this will not be the last of it.
yeah. Is it that I come to the US or you come to Ghana? Which one is it going to be?
You know what?
I'm
Both
broke.
ways.
I'm too broke to come
How
to.
about that? You can host me, and then sometime I can host you too. So either way, we can do it like that.
Sounds good. Sounds
Yeah,
good. So
yeah.
obviously we're here to talk about music and
Yep.
you. So first of all, let me ask the question that everyone would want to know. Why music? Why did you
Why?
I know you were in school studying engineering or something of the sort, right?
Yeah, I think I think I think music. Let me see. Music has always been a part of me. Everybody that knows me, going way back to my childhood,
Yeah.
I've always gravitated towards music. Um, I used to dance a lot when I was in junior high. When I went to senior high, I used to dance too. But honestly, it's like at the back of my mind, I knew I've always wanted to do music.
Yeah.
It's just um I don't know how to put it. I guess I never had the balls to pursue it.
Okay.
You
So
know,
what was that
and
the final tick that said, you know what, Ivy, this is the time for you to do it?
you know, actually, um, I think this is what happened. I tried recording something way back, even before I went to college. I recorded something in WA with Freddie Skills. It was titled Indomie Girl, and I did it with Pokey. It was just something for fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I've always wanted to do music. But unfortunately in Ghana, you had to pay for studio time, all of that, and the money just was not there.
But
You just could not.
for
Yeah. So
you,
it's
you just said
I
in
I
Ghana
just
you
can't.
have to pay for studio. Is it different in the US?
Okay, for the US, I mean, it's not different. It's the same thing.
Okay.
You still have to pay for studio time and stuff like that. It's just I had to find a way to make it happen.
Okay.
Over here it's actually more expensive to pay for studio time.
Oh,
But what I did was I turned my little bedroom into a studio. So that's what you're looking at behind me. And
we can
I
see.
just, yeah, I just, I just continue to learning music every day. One day I'm learning how to play the piano. The next day I'm learning how to play the guitar. The next day I'm learning how to work with my voice. Just trying different stuff every day. And I just started realizing that I like it.
Yeah.
The more I do it, the more I realize that this is something I really wanted to do. And like I said, it's something I wanted to pursue, but I just never had the balls for it. So I'm in my 20s. I'm
Yeah.
like, why not? Yeah, just try
Right.
something. Yeah, you may never know until you try. You understand?
Exactly. Now I was,
Yeah.
I think I was one of the first persons when you first put out, like your first single, you sent it out on
Yeah,
Facebook and you were asking for feedback and
yeah.
everything of the sort. What would you say, was the feedback good? Did
Actually,
you keep going? Did
I
people
kind
give
of
you honest
remember.
feedback?
Here's the thing. I started with Mockingbird. I know the song you're talking about, Mockingbird. And I like how you said that people give you honest feedback.
Yeah,
There were people that would just say, yeah, 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 just because.
just because.
Sometimes, yeah, people don't want to hurt your feelings and stuff like that. And
Exactly.
honestly, I do not appreciate those kind of feedback.
Right.
You know, like if you're giving me a feedback, I want it to be concrete. You know, and yes, I do have some people that were giving me, you know, concrete feedback. Hey, you need to put more energy in your voice.
Yeah.
You
I
need
think
to,
I
you
remember
know,
telling you that you needed to work on the voice. I
yeah.
have seen
So you know,
improvement in the subsequent tracks that you have. So,
yep. And I continue to work on it every day, and it's a learning process. Honestly, it's like every day I come in the studio, I learn something new, and I just, you know, I try to work with that, and I just try to remember that this thing is a marathon. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. So
mhm.
I'm just enjoying the process for now.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, as for us creatives, there's always one inspiration, one thing that, you know, is really pushing you to, you know, go into whatever creative process it is that you want to engage in. So who would you say inspired, or what would you say is the inspiration behind you becoming a musician?
Wow. This is a big question. You know, I think my biggest inspiration. You know, a lot of people, you know, they take it from like big artists and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It will surprise you to know that my biggest inspiration came from my own brother, which is Alinko.
Oh, Alinko Kero.
Yes.
Alinko Kero, I know you're going to be watching this Joe too. Why?
Yeah. Yes, he really, because growing up, he taught me what passion was. You know, he really did, because I could tell he wanted to be a DJ. I really
Oh,
could.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um I could tell he wanted to be a DJ, like a radio presenter. He just wanted to be with the radio.
Yeah.
That was his thing, you know. And just watching him chase something, and just, you know, it goes deep, you know. Maybe I will save some of the details for, you know, subsequent, you know,
Yeah.
interviews. But yeah, he's been my inspiration, because um for all the music I know now, I would say I picked it up from him.
Right.
You know, he used to have this CD bag, and he had all this hip hop on it, you know, and this MP3. And he hated it when I touched it, but I just, you know, I just could not help myself, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, all the music that I know now, I think if it's had it not been for my brother, I wouldn't know them,
Yeah.
you know, because you know, he has so much hip hop. He went to Kumasi High, so whenever he would go to school and he was coming back, he had all these fresh hip hop tracks. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from him, and just learning, you know, from him, just listening to him. The only thing is, he kind of is sad, but I think he let the world get to him. You know, and
And you
I
know,
think yeah, and I think that's where my lesson comes in, and I think that's where my motivation comes in, you know, because I've seen somebody with so much passion and just give it up one day all like that.
like that.
And I saw how it changed him. You know, I took a lot of inspiration from that guy, and
Yeah.
I still do. I still do, you know. So hopefully what I do inspires him to also, you know,
Pick it up again. Hopefully.
yeah, pick it up again, and just, you know, keep
Yeah.
that fire burning with this DJ thing. Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's funny that you mentioned that Alinko is your inspiration. And one thing I know about, I mean, I know Alinko to some extent, is that
Yeah.
he's a nutritionist, right?
Yes,
So would
sir.
you say, you know, I mean, he's doing nutrition, he's still doing the radio work, and I think you were done with school before you decided to start putting music out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You said it was strategic, you know, for you to, you know, have a degree before you start pursuing, you know, whatever your passion is, just to
Uh,
secure yourself,
I think when it comes to school, you are never done with school.
right?
You know, when I started putting out my music, actually, I was still in school. I was still going to California State University, Bakersfield. I just took a break just so that I could focus more on the music, and learn the engineering side of things because it was time consuming and school was taking too much out of it.
Yeah.
And it got to a time too. I was in class and I just could not focus. Music was all I could think about. So I was like, why not? Let me take a break. Try this thing out. Let me see how I feel with it. School is not going anywhere. School
Right.
is not going anywhere,
Mm.
and you can learn anywhere. You can learn anywhere. But yeah, with engineering, I like engineering. You understand? I like tinkering with stuff, and even in the studio, I like the engineering side of things.
Mhm.
But there's just something about music. I just can't let go. So I just like let me try it out. Let me try it out. There's
How
there's no harm in trying.
how is what I want to know is how is Madame Nafisa taking all of this? First of all,
My
you
mom, my mom.
IB, you get up and you decide to be a Rastafarian.
Yeah,
I'm sure she had
my
a
mom.
panic when she first saw you with dread. What was her
Like,
reaction when she first saw you, in dreadlocks?
I think with my mom, my mom, mothers, a mom will always be a mom. A mom will always support you, and that's just mother's spirit. You know, she may not agree with it,
Yeah,
but she will support. Eventually she will come around.
yeah,
And I think that's. I remember when I was in high school, somebody made a complaint to her that I don't study, that all I do is, be on stage dancing.
yeah.
And I remember the day when she talked to me, she was like, I do not mind as long as you are studying. You understand? And you know, I I I I made sure I was getting good grades just for the simple fact that she was supporting what I was doing. Just for the simple fact that she didn't put me down. When I started my dreadlocks, initially it was hard for her, but eventually she came to realize that, hey, this is my boy.
Yeah.
That is him. Like, yeah, I can change him.
Mhm.
When I started with this music thing too, it was a bit of a shock, but I think she's coming around,
She's coming on.
and yeah, it feels good when I call her and she asks about my music and
Oh,
how is
great.
it going and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that.
That's
So I think eventually people will come around.
yeah. And what
Yeah,
I want to know is, um, you've been away. I think you were home last year, right? Or is it 2 years ago?
yeah. I was home last year.
Yeah, for
You know,
okay. So what was the reception when people saw you in your dreads in Wa? I want to know what was the reception like? I really want to know. What were some of the reactions from the Wala people, especially the old
oh man, I could not go anywhere without people turning heads. Yeah, and
unexpected?
yeah. The best part was when we went to the village. I went to the village, my mom's village in Akure, and man, those old people, they don't hold back. They yeah, they had questions. They had questions, but then at the same time, I think it's all about how you carry yourself.
Hmm.
Nobody was disrespectful or anything. I think it all depends on how you carry yourself, and I think that's the whole point of me getting dreads. I just want to normalize it. I want the next generation to be able to wear their dreadlocks and be free of ridicule. Be free of criticism because at the end of the day, this is us.
Yeah.
When we see a white man with long hair, we don't think too much of it.
No.
We actually do admire that person.
Yeah.
If we're going to be honest.
We do.
But then we see the minute we see a black person with long hair, we start, attaching all these negative, you
Yeah,
know, and it's just not healthy. We need to change that. And I think it will start, with you and I, just we need to be that example,
exactly.
So yeah.
So,
And talking, no, I'm sorry
yeah.
to cut you off.
Oh, no, no, no. Continue, continue. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because you're talking about what I have to, give respect where respect is due. I think what really, really propelled, my motivation, because I realized that when I came back, that was when I really took this music thing seriously. It was one of in what they were having a Salah Fest, and they invited me to come out there. I went out there and I was just in the crowd, just watching them on the stage do their thing, and I don't know, a part of me was just saying I could do this. A part of me kept on telling me you could make this better. A part of me kept on telling me like you could turn this into something.
Yeah,
And sometimes when you start hearing those voices, you cannot ignore them.
I know. Yeah,
You need,
you just.
yeah, you need to, yeah, you need
It's
to
funny
act
that
on them. And
yeah, you mentioned the Salah Fest. I think that the boys, I mean, our generation of Wala people, we've really come a long
yeah,
way. I see them doing
abs-
their musicians, their dancers, their models, their
oh
visual
yeah,
artists, and I'm just so happy that they are breaking all the stereotypes and really,
yeah,
like pushing forward and going ahead with what they want. There
yeah.
are
We
still
need to.
critics, there are still big critics in WA who keep saying, battle yella. I mean, you know, but I'm just glad that these young people are living their truth and really doing what they want to do. And I
Yep,
see you
yep, yep,
always
yep.
promoting and giving them thumbs up all the time on your social media.
Yeah, we need to. We need to. I like, how in what we have that saying, "Tijabu yeni," we are all one.
Yeah,
I really believe in that slogan, and I really believe that there's strength in numbers too.
yeah,
You know, I see that everybody's trying to blow up on their own, and it's not
mhm,
really working. You understand?
yeah,
So I think, as artists, believe it or not, we do have a lot of ego, and is just one of the things that comes with it.
right.
And so I try not to engage their ego. I don't know if that makes sense, but then I just try to pump it up,
Yeah,
because believe it or not, that's where all that creation comes from,
hmm,
and if they feel good about what they are doing, they can produce better music.
yeah,
They and if they feel like there's somebody out there that's listening to them, that's supporting what they are doing,
hmm,
trust me, I just doing this, I know what that means.
yeah,
Even if it's just one, it just fuels you.
exactly.
So I think that's just my little way of giving back too, because what has done a lot for me.
It has.
you know yeah, so that's my little way of giving back, just pushing the boys, making them understand that anything is possible. We just need to start working together and just
Hmm.
making things happen. Yeah. But
Now
yeah,
let's
you are
talk
right.
about
Things.
destiny.
Yeah, I'm
Destiny.
listening.
Destiny. A
Destiny.
13 track
Yeah.
album. Listen, I was surprised that you were coming up with the whole project. I was like, is he ready? I know, is this too rushed? Should you have taken your time or something like
Time.
that? After you released the project, I was like, well, you know, for a first time, I mean, not just like a first time, for someone who is coming up with like a project as big as this for the first time, this is
Yeah.
actually not too bad. But tell me,
Uh,
what made you decide that what, it's time for me to come out with a big project like Destiny?
I think what happened was I like challenges. You understand? So I gave myself a challenge. I gave myself a challenge, kind of like when you're going to school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end of the year, you take an exam, right?
Yeah.
And you have to account for everything
Exactly.
you've been learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of took the project like an exam. You know, I told myself, okay, I'm approaching a year now. What have I learned? And I needed something concrete that I can sit back and look at and be like, okay, this is what I'm working with.
Yeah.
You know, so Destiny, Destiny. I think it was more of a personal project.
Okay.
You know, and I think there was some things needed to be said. You know, some things I felt like I had to get it out of me.
Right.
You know, and it just felt good doing that. Honestly, just getting certain things out and just saying certain things that was bothering you. And with Destiny, like I said, it was more of my personal project. You
Mm-hmm.
know, just to see where I was at and stuff like that. And also I wanted to use it as a gauge mark, just to see the kind of music people will respond to,
So
and that
exactly.
will help. Yeah, that will kind of help shape my sound too.
Yeah.
So
So what
um
was the creative process like for Destiny? For
for
you.
this, yeah, it's, let me see. I If you listen to the album from start to finish, you see that it starts off very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it starts off very aggressive, and you can tell there was like a lot of anger, and it's it was all frustration,
Frustration
because
of what
it's
though?
here's the thing. I think I was angry with myself, angry with myself because this whole time I thought I don't know how to put it. I just felt like people were holding me back from doing this thing. But then, to be honest with you, I was the person holding myself back,
Yourself back. Right. Mm-hmm.
So I was just letting all that anger out, just letting all that anger out on the microphone. And then towards the end, you see that it starts to kind of mellow out, and then we just took it from there. So yeah, a lot of people will be surprised, with my upcoming music, because it will sound totally different
Different.
from
Right.
what they heard from Destiny,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's 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 what my music will be about. I will put out music based on how I feel or what is going on around me, and sometimes just music to have fun.
That's great. Now, my favorite track, of
Yeah.
course, is track one, Destiny. I don't
They-
just the
Jacqueline,
vibe,
Jack,
rhythm, it's just that's my favorite. And of course,
you,
the one dedicated to the love of your life.
Jamila.
Yeah,
It's funny. Yes, a lot of people love that Jamila sound. I
yeah.
just don't know what. Yeah, I love.
Those two are my favorite.
Yeah, man. I know Ghanaians we love corny songs.
Oh,
So yeah.
you just have to slip one in there, right?
Yeah, I just had to. I did not want it to be so serious, because
Right.
sometimes, people, as an artist, people get to know you through your music,
Music. Hmm.
and I can be very serious, but then I can be goofy too.
Yeah.
It all depends. Yeah, it all depends on the mood, to be honest with you. And it's just, I would love people to get to know me through my music,
Hmm.
and I just, yeah, like I said, every time I'm trying something different, and I like that you said that, because the first track, Jekyll and Hyde, a
Yeah.
lot of people they love that track too. A lot of people love Jamila. Lots of people love track 5, which is the Destiny.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps me know where I'm at with the music and stuff
Amazing.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and oh man, you should have seen me last night. I just had my headphones on and I was listening to the album, man. I was proud of myself. I was like,
It's good. I mean, it's good. Like you do something and you get the feedback and you enjoy it yourself. I mean, if you don't enjoy it yourself, how
yes.
will the listeners,
No,
enjoy?
yeah, absolutely,
Huh.
absolutely. I was, oof, and Jamila, I had to slip that track in there because honestly, all this wouldn't be happening right now had it not been for my wife.
Aw.
Yes, it's just, yeah. I remember, when I talked to her about it and stuff like that, she was that one person that was like, you know, do it, try it, and let's see. She did not shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Had she been like, nah, let's just focus on school. Trust me, I probably, so I'll always give her, that prop because
Yeah.
she's been supporting, she's been motivating from day one.
Thank you, wifey,
You
for
know,
supporting. Keep.
you're right.
So let's talk about,
Yeah,
currently do you have like a management team, or like someone who's advising you on what to do, or this is all just you for now?
for now, for now, I would say I just have associates.
Okay.
You know, it's just I won't lie to you. I've had people approach me. I've had people make offers and stuff like that, but I just don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I still want to take time to nurture my sound
Okay.
before I start really. For now it's just I don't know. It's This is training grounds for me right now.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the peace. I'm
Mm-hmm.
enjoying the silence. And it just helps me to work because I want longevity. I
That,
want my music to last.
yeah,
Yes,
right.
I don't want to be a one hit wonder. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So I want to take time, to nurture my sound. And as far as help goes, most of the things I know, I teach myself for the
Okay.
most part.
Okay.
But then I get help from producers like iPapi. He produced Stone Boys, Ololo, yeah, and
Nice.
the Bow Down,
Yeah.
yeah. So I get feedback from him, and he's always honest with me.
Oh, great.
He's been in the game longer than I have.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'll send him something and he'll tell me, "Oh, do this, do that," and I'll work with it. You know, I have friends too that underground. A good example was 2 days ago. There's this guy Fred. I was on the phone with him and we were working on the track. So I work with people here and there. Because at the end of the day, people one person don't know it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you should be able to tap into everybody's knowledge and just learn from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, as far as management goes, no, right now we're just working on our sound and just working with people here and there. But
Okay.
when the time is right, I feel like everything will come together.
Great.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about, right now we want to put labels on everything. There's Afrobeat, we have to describe the particular sound as Afrobeat, as,
Uh
dance
huh. Uh
all
huh.
as this. How would you describe your sound?
My sound. Wow. Yeah. I think, man, it's tough because I love rap.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I like how Burna Boy said on was it the morning show or was it, where Burna Boy said something about Afrofusion being like pizza, where you can have a little bit of everything on it.
Everything. Hmm.
One thing I've realized as Ghanaians, or should I say Africans, we have ears for almost every kind of music.
Every kind of music. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
like and I think we can use that to our advantage.
yeah.
Because when you meet somebody, let's say a white person, you know, probably all they want to listen to is, let's say, rock music, and let's say country music.
Country. Yeah.
Somebody from Ghana will listen to rock, will
Every
listen to country,
single thing.
will
Listen,
listen to
I listen to
blues,
gospel. I listen.
yeah, gospel, hip hop, all of that.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So it's crazy. I think that's what I've been trying to preach to people too. We have this advantage,
Mhm.
because our ears is just open to all of this
Oh,
sound.
yeah,
And I think me for per se, I love almost all kinds of all genre of music,
yeah.
except that hard metal. I cannot do hard metal. So I'm trying to I'm trying to blend everything, kind of
Okay.
like a smoothie.
Ah,
you know put all these fruits together,
yeah.
blend everything and just have this nice taste. But you cannot tell whether it's banana or it's strawberry. You just have all these, you can have all these flavors in it. And I
Right.
think that's what I'm trying to do. Because if you ask me, hey Ivy, what's your favorite genre, I cannot say hip hop, I cannot say reggae, I cannot say that. I love all of it.
Right.
And I just want to be a walking embodiment of that. I just want to be able to blend everything. I just want my sound to stand alone. So we'll see. Destiny will take us there someday. Who
Good.
knows? We may create our own genre. Who knows?
No, I know. Yeah, it's very possible. Uh,
Yeah, it's very possible too.
wh-
So
I already mentioned my favorite tracks from Destiny. Which ones are your favorite from Destiny?
uh, Destiny, my favorite. I like Jekyll and Hyde. Track one. I like
Track
that
one,
one.
track one. You know
Yeah.
what? It just
There's
hit
something that, yeah, the vibe, everything on track
everything.
one is,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just special. I love track one. I love the last track too. Track 13, My Time, you
Mhm.
know.
Of
And
course, this is your time, so of course you have to
yeah, I
love it.
love I love my I love I love Jamila. I
Hmm.
love Jamila. I like when I go, baby. I'm like, okay, I can say. Uh, you should see me listening to my music sometimes. I'm like, okay, I can sing. Okay, I like that. So I like Jamila. I like Daddy Lumba. I like Daddy Lumba, which is track 6. I like Daddy Lumba, and it's just because it's kinky. I kind
Yeah.
of like stuff like that too. So yeah, I like Solo. I like Solo because it's funny. A lot of people think I was probably talking about a girl in Solo. It's so funny. A lot of people think. So I need to make a whole video and talk about that song too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think, nah. I personified music into a girl. If you listen to that track, I said, "I be marry me, no, we're running late." That was just me trying to say music was, kept on, was I just at the back of my mind. Let's do this, let's do this, let's
Yeah.
do this.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Definitely.
I kind of personified it, and it's kind of like talent, or should I say, gift of. It's kind of like a girl. If you let her wait around around for too long,
Hmm.
you may lose her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. So yeah, I like Solo too. I like Solo. Yeah, a lot of people thought I was talking about the girls. I was talking. I was talking about
Like,
my life and
so it's not
music.
about a girl.
No, 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 no. It is not about a girl. No.
Well, you
No.
mentioned earlier that this is like a learning curve for you for now. So does that
Yeah.
mean you're not looking at, collaborating with any other artist for now? You're just doing everything on your
Oh, remember how I said earlier that the whole what thing that everybody trying to blow up on
own?
their own and it's not
Yeah.
working. Like um a good example is why we have people. I will not say people because that's we have artists, a lot of artists coming up with EPs and albums. So I'm just giving them their time to work on what they are working on right now. But
Okay.
after they drop it, trust me, I'll be hitting them up gully, um, Nash Berry, Wiz Malik. You know, I will try to work with every one of them. You
Good.
know, and I'm trying to work with artists here too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, definitely. Just working with people is, and I did mention earlier that I was working with Fred earlier too. You know, so I'm always looking, just working with people, because you may never know.
No, yeah.
You may never know.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
So,
one man, yeah, you can always learn when you work with people. So yeah, I'll be doing that.
yeah, that's true. So
Yeah.
what, I mean, I know you're in the US, but we are in Ghana. We're listening to your music. Do you have, like people who are listening to your music in the US as well? Do you have, are there a lot of people who are
Ooh,
vibing to your sound?
I was I was um I was actually surprised, and that this reminds me I need to put out this post and thank people. I was surprised when I checked out the stats. You know, I do have a good number of my plays came from Ghana, obviously. You
Obviously.
know, but yeah, I was surprised at the numbers I was pulling from the states too.
Oh, that's
You
great.
know, and I saw some few numbers from other parts of the world too. You know, from Nigeria, from Italy, from Russia, you know. So it's just having all these people listen to your music, I think it's a beautiful thing,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, so obviously I do have people here paying attention,
Oh, good.
you know,
Now,
and
I know the internet is everything now. People use the
yeah,
internet to reach, as many people as possible. Do you
oh
think
yeah.
that, as you go, as you, move ahead with your music, would it be necessary for you to, come down to Ghana and, promote it?
Oh
And
yeah.
there's,
Yeah.
you can do it online, but at some point,
I can,
people would want to feel you, hear you
yeah, yeah,
interviews, various places and all of that. Is that
absolutely.
something that you're looking forward to?
I've I already I kind of have like a um should I say a map, you know, everything laid out. Like you said, the internet is everything now.
Mm.
You know, I think I can work with the internet for the time being, you know, for the time being, because I can use it to grow my audience.
Yes,
And so starting next week, I'll actually start being very active as far as videos, you know, goes in lives and stuff like that. I use the social media to grow it, but eventually I kind of have this. I have this plan. Fingers crossed. If everything goes on well, I kind of have this plan where I want to move down to Ghana in the next year or two,
okay,
you know, and just be there for at least 3 months.
right. So you have
And
that's ample time to
yes, and just
take
this
all
three
the.
months, all I'll be doing is just working, you know, just working with different engineers, different producers,
Mhm.
you know, different bloggers, just trying to get my sound out there. And like you said, to at some point, the people will want to feel you.
Yeah,
You know, it's one thing listening to somebody and just seeing them on the internet, and it's
that
totally different than seeing them in person.
yeah,
You know, so yeah, along the line, Ghana is my home. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be back there.
good.
You know,
Now
yeah,
the
we'll be
US,
back there.
the US is a very dicey place at the moment. I mean, we've always
Yeah.
just dicey, but a lot of stuff are happening. A black man with natty bongo dreadlocks
Yeah. It's
in
just scary.
in the
Yeah,
States.
man.
Tell me, what
Is
has
it?
your experience been like, especially now that we are pushing so hard for Black lives to matter? What has
Yeah.
your experience in that aspect been like?
For me, um, I think I've seen the good and the bad.
Okay.
You understand? This whole thing, if you ask me, I think it's just good versus evil. You know, it's just good versus evil.
Yeah,
Period. Because
basically.
we I know people of different race, you know, that have done good to me. you
Yeah.
know, and I know people of different race that have done bad to me. And
Mhm.
I know people of my same race that have done good to me. I know people of my same race that have done bad to me. You know,
Exactly.
so I think so it's just good versus evil, you know. It's tough having this conversation. Because yes, we have those white people that are racist.
Yeah.
You know, there's some, especially the town I live in. There's there's a lot of them. But then that does not mean we should let those few nuts, bad nuts, shadow the good people too.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah, there's good people here, there's bad people here. I've had various experiences as far as racism goes. You know, I've a good example is one time, I was pulled over by a cop, and for speeding. And usually the procedure, you end up with a speeding ticket, they let you
Yeah.
go. But yeah, just one conversation led to the other. Before I knew it, I was in a police car with
Wow.
him. Yeah, so it gets deep. They will profile you. It gets deep. They see you with a dress, immediately they assume you kind of have some drugs and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and sometimes it's just hard for people to understand that people just like to have long hair too,
Right.
you know. We're just not different,
Mhm.
but
With
yeah,
your
it's there's
with
a
your
lot of tension here.
yeah, with your experiences, will there ever be a time where you say, you know what, I'm done with the US. I'm going back home. Is there ever going to be a time like that for you?
It's man, this is a very tough conversation. I feel like we can literally have another whole Zoom session over this.
I know.
I think I can't really say I can wake up someday and say that I'm done with the US because I am tied to this place now by family,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But as far as raising my kids go, I would just love for them to have a taste of both worlds, and I think that's where everything boils. Because yes, the US, it has its shortcomings, but it has its advantages too.
Advantages too. Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
same thing when you go to Ghana. Like Ghana has its shortcomings, but it has its advantages too. You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
over here the social life really is not that great. The social life is not really that great here,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of violence. It gets scary. It really does. But if you go to Ghana too, yes, the social life is great.
But then
But then there's
government.
the
Oh my God.
yes, the
Ale-
economic side of things is not that great.
It's not great at
You
all.
know, so in life, how they say you can't eat your cake and have it. You just gotta. Yeah. So, but I think I can never say I'm done with the US.
Okay.
I just want to be able to at least give my kids the opportunity to have a taste of both worlds.
Well, yeah, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah, and whichever one they decide with, that's up to them.
That's yeah.
You
That's.
know,
Hmm.
but no, for me, I think I'll be going back and forth. I would love my music. I would love to help because I just want my music to help Black people. Period. If any other person want to chime in and invite to it,
Yeah.
cool. But my music purely is just to uplift us.
Yeah.
My music is to uplift our men, is to uplift our women, our children. Just it's like we all grew up. We need to start reprogramming people. When I say people, I mean us.
Us.
We
Yeah.
need to start telling, we need to start telling our kids that, hey, you're amazing. You need to start telling them that you are beautiful. We need
Hmm.
to start telling them that they are enough, you
Yeah.
know. And music is powerful,
It is
you
very.
know. Music is a very powerful way of getting to people.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we start instilling some self-worth into us, into ourselves,
Hmm.
that will go a very long way. That will go a very long way.
Throughout
So that's the goal.
throughout this conversation, you've made mention of Burna Boy a couple of times. Is he
Yeah.
your favorite artist right now,
Burn
or do
for
you
right now,
have other famous artists that
I
you look up to?
Burna Boy, I've been a fan of Burna Boy even before.
Before, I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I've been a fan of my sound actually. I've been a fan of Burna Boy. I think if there's if there's if there's three people I can listen to without getting tired, is Burna Boy, Tupac, you know, and I love what's the name of this guy? My recent favorite artist I like to listen to is Stormzy. I do like listening to Stormzy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Burna Boy, I do like Burna Boy. But like I said, when it comes to music, I like almost every kind of music.
I know,
You
right? It's,
know,
it's so hard for you to say
yeah,
this is my favorite. Right now, I have so many favorites, uncountable.
yeah. And recently, what I've been doing is just because I want my sound to be so unique,
Hmm.
I've been listening to what they have on the radio less.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
and
true.
because I just don't want somebody to listen to my song and say I sound like this person.
This person. That's
I kind of want to have my own thing, and yeah, I've been listening to a lot of undergrounds a lot, and just learning from them,
true. Hmm.
just picking up, writing notes, why they are still underground,
Yeah.
why, and just you can learn a lot from people. So that's what I've been doing now.
Okay. So, I mean, Destiny is out. If you're getting the numbers, people are vibing to your.
Yeah,
What is next?
yeah.
What is next for IB?
What is next? What is next? Right. Oh man, there's a lot of projects coming up. There's a lot of exciting projects coming up. And I'm working on this track Celebrate, and I plan on dropping it.
Hmm.
I have this rap song too that I kind of want to make a video for. But I'm not promising anything, but towards the winter, I kind of wanted to drop something. I wanted to challenge myself again. Towards the winter, we'll all be indoors. It will be cold.
Oh.
We like to cuddle up. Everybody will be with their boo. So I kind of want to come up with this 5 song, EP. Just it will just be nothing but
Listen,
vibes.
you're talking about
Yeah.
winter, which is in the US. I'm sure by that time it will be hot, very hot in Ghana. So right now it's winter here because it's the rainy season here and it's actually very.
Oh, yeah, I
So
didn't
this is
even
the
think about
time
that.
we, your Ghanaian listeners,
Oh,
need
okay. You
those
know
days
what?
making music.
Man, see, this is why I need to come back home more. This is why I'm losing touch.
Yeah,
See,
you're
this is why I
losing
need to
touch.
go. Yeah. Wow, I'm over here thinking it's the same thing. That's sad. That is sad.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, I plan on doing something like that. Just challenging my sound every day. I kind of want to come up with this 5 song EP.
Yeah.
Just nothing but vibes. Nothing but vibes, and I kind of just something you and your boo can just sit down and vibe to. If you're sipping
Okay.
on some wine, sipping on some wine, smoking something, trying to have a kinky moment, just
Okay.
something, and just vibe to it. So that
Nice.
I think that's
Mr.
what
Superior
that's
has
what.
a lot of Mr. Sexy in him right now. He's being all serious.
So we need to, yeah, that's what I'm working on right
Okay, that's
now.
good. And we're all here. We're supporting you. We are.
Yep, and I appreciate it for real.
I mean, that's what we're here for. And we wish you all the best. And we can't wait for you to bring out, all the other exciting projects that you've talked about.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Z.
Thank you too.
And
It's been awesome.
thank you for the thank you for the support. I appreciate everyone that's listening. I appreciate the curious listeners too. And all I can say is IB Music is here to stay. We're not going anywhere. And
Guys, you're hearing it.
yeah,
He's here to stay.
yeah,
So it's either you
I'm here to
support or
stay.
support.
Yeah, either like I'm tell people this, and I don't care if people take it. Support now, or 5 years from now, you'll be a fan.
Right,
Okay, you'll
sir?
be a fan, and I will not. I'm not giving my tickets out for free.
Nope.
So you need to support now. Support now. Support now. It's funny. If it will interest you, right? Like when I started my Facebook page, the first 100 people that supported it, I kind of got their names down, and I told myself that,
Somebody's taking
yeah, yeah,
I
I
hope
was
my
like,
name is
oh,
in there.
trust me, I'm taking notes, because at the end of the day, when people believe in you, you need to, I don't know how to put
Thank
it,
you.
but
Just,
yeah,
yeah.
when I think of people like that, I think of, one day this music thing being big and, just me being able to be like, hey, where you at? Let me fly out to this concert,
Ooh,
just,
okay.
just, that sound, yeah, just for supporting me when I started,
Yeah.
because we are, we creators, we go through a lot
Hmm.
when we start,
Yeah.
and I just want to be that strength for somebody too. I think that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Just going through this, I know that people go through a lot trying to pursue what they do.
Do exactly.
So I try to support people any way I can.
Hmm.
Because as humans, I think that's what we should be doing. Yeah.
You said it. Yeah. That's all we should be doing. So guys, go out. If you haven't listened to Destiny yet, go out and
Yeah, go
go
vibe to
back,
it. Go vibe to it. Go
go
vibe
back,
to it. Go.
come back, give us your feedback. We're all about feedback. So come out,
Yeah.
tell us what you
Yep.
think.
Yep. 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 Tell us what you
Yeah.
think. Don't hold back. Let me know. Let me know. All right.
All
If
right.
it's if yeah.
This has been awesome. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
No, thank you, Z. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to more of this. More of this, better setting, better stages. I think we're going to go together. I have faith.
We will. So yeah, we'll have another conversation when you drop that the baby making, music. I'm gonna
She
count.
said the baby.
Yeah, you need to put. I'll come ask you of the statistics. The number of people who have made babies from. So check
They
the pen
better
and
not blame
paper.
me. They better not blame me or
Yeah.
make me a false. No, I don't want to be an uncle for now. So wrap it up.
All right, Ivy. Bye bye. See you
Yeah.
next time.
Thank, thank you so much, and I hope you have a good one. Stay safe out there, Z.
All right, you too.
You, you take care.
Okay.